Welcome to Forex Daybreak, a daily podcast where we cover 8 Forex pairs and give you our view on the market direction for these pairs. If you are trading Forex market, this is the #1 show to start your trading day. Now, let's begin today's episode.
Good morning and welcome to Forex Daybreak episode 4. In this daily Forex update, I will give you my view on 8 Forex pairs I analyze using Elliott wave principle. My name is Ville Vainio and today is 12th of August 2015. Show notes for this episode can be found at forexdayBreak.com/4. Now let's get started. The topic of yesterday was of course the devaluation of Chinese currency to yuan, and also there has been some talks that perhaps this will also affect on the FOMC decision to raise interest rates, but I'm not so sure if this is truly the case. Maybe this can act as an excuse to not do the rate hike on September. Of course, the Chinese have been pegging their currency to US dollar for a while, and I think they will uncouple this peg sometime in the future. This is not healthy for the Chinese because they are unable to manipulate their currency. This has of course positive and negative effects on the Chinese economy. In my opinion, the best way to go about this would be to unpeg the whole yuan-dollar coupling and let the yuan float on its own. We would probably see it strengthening in the future. Okay, let's get straight to the markets. First up is Euro USD. The price now 110.615. The bullish upwards motion has continued. Yesterday we got a strong move to the upside and then probably a 50% retracement to the downside of this. Today this bullish motion has continued. Key levels on Euro USD. On the upside, 111.2 is the next resistance area and the hurdle for this pair to pass through. On the downside, immediate support level comes at 109.6. My wave count has looked at this as the next wave higher. I have labeled the large triangle formation as complete, and I am looking for more upside on Euro USD on the coming days. Next up is dollar yen. I made a slight revision on the chart yesterday. We are now at 125 to 23 approximately. And yesterday I made a slight revision on the chart that this latest choppy upwards move would not be the impulsive wave it was labeled last, but a correction, B-wave correction, and we would then see a downwards move when this has completed. If this continues higher, perhaps the previous wave count is in fact more appropriate here, but we will just have to see how this is going to play out. Key levels on Euro Yen. The trend line I have drawn on my chart that is connecting the latest lows is giving support at about 124.6 On the upside, next resistance is the latest high at 125.845. Those are the levels to look for in US dollar, Japanese yen. Let's move on to pound dollar. More or less sideways price action has continued here. We are now at 155.54. My wave count is looking for more upside on pound dollar, but this has not been confirmed yet. This is still on the sideways correction mode, which has been the case for a couple of weeks now. If we get lower levels on pound dollar, this correction is still in force, but if this moves higher, then possibly the next wave higher has started. Key levels on pound dollar are downside, the support zone around 155.5, and upside resistance is 155.65. Next we have euro pound, and yesterday also made a revision on euro pound. The latest wave count was proposing an impulsive move down, and the next impulsive move down had started already, but now I have made a change on that wave count, and now I'm expecting more upside as this large correction gets more and more complex. I wasn't happy about the price action that this decline had took. This is not looking impulsive, it's looking corrective, and now since we have made it higher, this is more evident. We are now at 0.7114, and this is looking quite strong. Euro pound is getting stronger. Euro is getting stronger, and this is moving higher. Key levels on euro pound. Next upside resistance is 0.716 approximately. This is the latest short-term high. And on the downside, 70.97 gives support. Next, euro yen, and a revision was made also on the euro yen charts yesterday. Yesterday was a big day for revisions for my wave counts. I had a triangle formation earlier on euro yen as a minute wave, a B position, but since euro yen has made it higher, we are now at 138.58. Since euro yen made it higher, the triangle didn't play out. New wave count is proposing a more complex formation for the large corrective wave, and we should see more upside as this next wave, minute wave C, will form. Key levels in euro yen are 138.88 will be next resistance level, and 137.785 on the downside will act as minor support. Pound yen next. Pound yen has made it higher, is right around the support zone at 194.74 and is looking bullish. I'm expecting this to go higher and reach the new long-term highs pretty soon. Key levels on pound yen. Upside resistance is the high at 195.22. This is the latest short-term high. And on the downside, 194.34 is this immediate support zone. And like I said, I'm looking for this pair to climb higher and reach to long-term highs quite soon. Next we have Euro Canadian, and also a revision on the charts on Euro Canadian since we had a new high. We are now at 145.41 and looking strong. Euro has gained on many pairs this week and is looking strong, and I'm expecting this to go higher. We are now at minute wave C going higher. This should be 5-wave structure to the upside and will complete intermediate wave 2 when it's finished. Key levels on Euro Canadian are that the next resistance comes at 145.16. This dates back to December 2014, which was the previous minor wave 4 on a larger degree. So this is quite open to upside right now at Euro Canadian. Support level comes at 144.92. This is the recent minute wave high on the downside. So these levels should be the ones to watch today at Euro Canadian. Finally is US dollar Canadian. The fourth wave correction is forming. USD Canadian has climbed slightly higher, not made any new highs. Key levels on US dollar Canadian are the downside support is the 131 area, which has been acting as support and resistance level these past few days and last week as well. So this will act as now as support since we are 131.36 right now, and the resistance is the latest high at 132.12. These levels are the ones to watch. And that's all for today's episode. Visit the show notes at ForexDayBreak.com/4 and you can leave your comments on that page if you have any. Thanks for listening, and now go make some profits, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thanks for your interest in Forex Daybreak Daily Podcast. If you like this show, we hope you'll visit our website, www.ForexDayBreak.com, and tell your friends about us. Be sure to check the show notes on our website for this episode. Join us next time for another episode of Forex Daybreak.